The Ministry of Health is progressing with its aim to create a project aimed at building climate resilience within the health sector. Today, a second round of discussions with stakeholders was held to gather further input on the specifics of the project. Anival Peralta, a project development specialist from the Caribbean Community Climate Change Center, explained that the goal of the project is to strengthen the health sector's ability to respond effectively to the need of the population during disasters.
This is a second stakeholder meeting we're having with national stakeholders, particularly from the Ministry of Health. And what we're doing is we're validating a health concept note, which allows the Ministry of Health to implement various priorities articulated in their Health National Adaptation Plan. And how we're going to do that is we are using this concept note to access climate financing from the Adaptation Fund to implement those priorities from the Health National Adaptation Plan. So here we're aiming to access at least $10 million for the health sector.
Peralta highlighted some of the key components of the project, which will focus on building adaptive capacity within the health sector and addressing the challenges posed by climate change.
This one is we're trying to see how best we could ensure that the facilities remain operational during and after extreme weather events. For example, a hurricane. We're ensuring that it has the necessary energy supply, renewable energy. Also, we're making interventions in water harvesting to ensure that water is always available as well. Another area we're looking at is policy and the legislative frameworks. The last component would now look at public awareness, increasing the knowledge and understanding of climate change and its relation to health, especially due to extreme weather events and so forth.
Once the project is developed and finalized, it will be submitted to the Adaptation Fund for approval and funding. Senior Environmental Health Officer Danraj Rankalawan emphasized that the ministry is aiming to secure $10 million in funding for the project's implementation.
A component of the project would be health promotion and public education, where we want to build individual community village resilience, so people know exactly, okay, we're going to be faced with a heat wave this week. We know what are the measures to be taken. It's grant funding that we are targeting the Adaptation Fund for the funding in the amount of $10 million. After today's activity, we are going to ensure that this is exactly what the persons in the health sector want to see happen within the health system. Next process is to flesh out what we have identified today and put it into document, and then that would happen within the next 4 to 6 weeks from here, and then we're going to come back to validate what we agreed upon, and then the project would be developed and submitted before the end of 2025 to the Adaptation Fund.
The Ministry of Health continues to work closely with stakeholders to ensure the project meets the population's needs and strengthens the country's health system in the face of climate-related challenges. Rena Thomas, GBN News.